Villains. We got to have villains in racing, right? That 86 car, look, going so damn fast it blew the number off that thing. 73 years old, having to climb out of this truck that's on fire. I wanted to see the rescue truck pull in front to block him. SVG right now. I'm going to tell you, I've been saying this for a while. This guy, man, he's going to be a threat.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Hope everybody out there is off to an amazing week already here. This is the post-Talladega episode. The race being on regular television. Hopefully everybody got to see it this time. No excuses of why you didn't watch the race unless you just don't want to watch the damn thing. But we're going to talk a little bit about the race, but I want to talk about some other things. And one of the things right now is villains and good guys. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some racers who are doing some other racing that are already in their off-season. Some cool aspects with this, and we'll touch on Talladega a little bit. But first, I want to start out with this right here. Take a look at that. Look at that badass ride. Look at that beast. This is a replica of Dwayne Decker's Deuce. The Deuce ride had a name on it more than it ever had a number on the car throughout the years. This is Dwayne Decker's car. If you remember Dwayne, if you knew of him, comment down below. Let me know. This guy was like a second dad to me for a lot of years. And these cars used to be housed in the shop beside our house. And just so many great memories with him. And also, though, just take a look. This is the real car. Take a look at the real car. And once again, look at that. Look at the details in this thing. I mean, cool ass ride. And this is made by Racers Preferred Models. Website's still out there. Still doing this. This was made many years ago. But you can see it's holding up. Great ride. And by the way, the Modifieds will be at the World Finals at Charlotte. If you're going to be there, let me know. I'm planning on being out there at least a day or two. So if you're going to be there, let me know. We can catch up, grab beer, talk, something, whatever else. Also, this ride right here, another friend of my dad's, Richie Evans, NASCAR Hall of Famer. Another cool piece, man. I love this. But I brought these home. It's part of my dad's collection that I'm proud to have here at my home now and keep that collection going. But now let's talk about the good guys and the bad guys. The villains. We got to have villains in racing, right? And following this weekend, there's one guy who's kind of standing out a little bit more right now being the villain, and that is Austin Hill. And for the reason why, well, here you go. Here's why. Because he's telling the fans that they're number one in his heart. And I really don't know what all was going on here. It was just one person that stood out and made him get a little aggressive there. Or if it was a group of people, hell, it might have been the whole grandstand. I don't know. But anyways, he's seeming to start putting himself out there as a villain. And I love this. I love this for racing. This is what racing was built off from. This takes me back to the old days, some aspects of having the good guys and the bad guys. And let's face it, we've had a lot of guys who have become the villains over the years that, in the end, turn out to be a good guy. So play the role, have fun with it, whatever else. But the interesting thing about Austin is he loves to, let's be honest, he's flipped off quite a few drivers. We know that they all do. Fans, man, it's a different story. But he's playing this villain role up. But he don't like it having done to him. He confronted Daniel Dye to tell him, flip me off one more time, mother of my children. That's not what he said. We'll leave it at that. I don't want to bleep nothing out, so I'm just going to go with that. But yeah, he told him, do it again. But he's doing it, so it's whatever. But anyways, then we got to take a look at this guy right here because I think this is the most amazing story. I love this part right here. Carson Hocevar. While Austin Dillon's out there winning the race and flipping everybody off, Carson Hocevar is up in the stands watching the Xfinity race, mingling with people, making friends. And, man, this is so good for the sport because this is showing the human side, the other side of the race car drivers and making them create, let's just say that, create fans because they get to see the personality. They get to see the real person and talk with them, not the television side and everything else. Because I'm going to tell you, I've been around a lot of drivers, and there's a lot of them that what you see on television isn't exactly what you get off television. But I've also seen Carson Hocevar in the pit area and different things, and he's just a happy, likable guy. And this is good for the sport. Again, got to have your good guys, got to have your bad guys. And at different times, Carson can be considered a bad guy. But man, when you look at this, he loves the history of racing. He's got the old 3 truck here. He's got the Gray Ghost of 28 Badass Ride. Added this to his collection now. So a guy who loves the sport, loves the history. And in the end, that's why anybody coming up through racing, that's why you originally wanted to be in racing, for the fun of it. And just to have a good damn time. And Carson Hocevar looks like he is having the time of his life doing what he's doing. So I love that about him. But again, what do you think about the villains and the good guys? Do you think this is good for the sport? Tell me down below. What do you think? Or is we're just going to leave it at that. Let me hear your views on this. Now I want to take this over to another guy here because just as with Carson Hocevar right here, it's the heart of a racer, having a good time. Here's a guy that I did an episode on titled The Heart of a Racer, Alex Club Racing. The race season ended for them, but that don't mean they're not racing. Look at this. They're out there at the Goblin 250 Enduro race and had these 2 cars out there in that customary paint scheme that they have right there. That 86 car, look, going so damn fast it blew the number off that thing. And then the 03, you can tell that left front don't look too good. Wasn't a good day for that car, but look at the racing. Look at this right here. This looks so much fun. This looks so damn fun. This makes me want to just go do something like this. And it had a share of thrills and spills and action and everything else, but just so good to see these guys out there racing like that. And because, again, man, this is the heart of a racer. It's what it's about. It's about having fun. It's about enjoying yourself. And, man, they seem to be doing it so much, and I love that. Now, another guy who, heart of the racer, I got to talk about really quickly here. This guy right here, Norm Benning. Not a great weekend for Norm out there at Talladega as his truck catching on fire. But the thing about this, Norm, I believe he's 73 years old, still out there doing this. And a lot of people would ask, why? Why are you doing this? What's the point? What's everything else? He's doing it because he can. He's doing it because he loves it. And that's the heart of a racer. Again, man, and I love this aspect for him. 73 years old, having to climb out of this truck that's on fire. There's sometimes I have a hard time getting out the damn chair to get a remote or something, and he's climbing out the damn window like this at his age, because age is just a number in his case. He's going to do it. He's going to love it. And had a little issues. He took in a little smoke there at the end, said the side felt like he had a bad sunburn, but thankfully, Norm okay. The biggest hurt for him that day was the engine, because he's got to replace the engine now, $75,000 to get that truck ready for Daytona again. But that's the heart of a racer, because he's not worried about himself. He's worried about, let's get this thing back together, and let's be at Daytona. So, man, could you imagine Norm Benning going out there and winning Daytona Speedway? Somebody give him some money. That would be so damn awesome. But now we're going to talk briefly about the Cup race at Talladega. Again, this race was on regular television, so no excuse for nobody that didn't watch it, just unless you didn't want to watch it. So, quick recap. Chase Briscoe won. He's through to the next round. There was some other action. Not a big one, but enough to do some damage for some guys, including Chase Elliott, who just a bad day for him. It's going to make it interesting going into Martinsville, which is where we're going to close this out, because that's going to be a very interesting deal. But his teammate, William Byron, same way. This whole deal is going to be interesting at Martinsville. And also, this deal right here with A.J. Allmendinger. I'm going to say this part right here. Kind of upset me with this. I wanted to see the rescue truck pull in front to block him from anything. Cars are still active on a racetrack, everything else going on. I would like to have seen them protect him while he's laying on the surface. So, wish that would have happened, but didn't. But yeah, as we go into Martinsville, we got a lot of action, a lot of things taking place with this. And man, SVG right now, I'm going to tell you, I've been saying this for a while. This guy, man, he's going to be a threat. A lot of people have been saying this. Once he gets these ovals figured out, you better look the hell out. And he's figuring it out. There's no doubt SVG will be in the playoffs. As long as he's in the NASCAR Cup season, he's going to be in the playoffs. And now he's learning these ovals. You got to watch out. he's going to be a real damn threat. And yesterday, good run. Was running up there in top 10, good part of the day. Had that trouble going on the pit road. And the thing about it, this guy knows the field so much that he knew, I hit water. The booth, everybody else saying he locked them up, come in too hot and everything else. And he's like, no, I hit water. And damn sure enough, he hit water. He knew exactly what happened right there. And a lot of other people, yeah, they said, well, everybody else made it through. But, you know, you got painted lines right there, a little wetness on tires, things like that. But then he sat in the infield long enough to pretty much read a short novel before a caution come out. I don't know. I don't make the rules, but still able to come back and have a good run. So I'm looking forward to seeing Shane this next week. I think he'll stay. He's going to be active, but he's going to let everybody who needs to race. But when you look at it right now, we have got 3 Toyotas in the top 4 right now. Obviously, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, and Christopher Bell, the other Joe Gibbs car, sitting there in 3rd. Kyle Larson in 4th. Kyle Larson could have punched his way through yesterday, but apparently didn't punch that gas reward ticket over there at the BP station or wherever because run out of gas. So all these guys got to do stuff this week. Kyle's in a better position, but Chase Elliott, William Byron, they really got to bust ass to do something. Really need a win. And but the thing is, here we are. This is the final race going into the final race. And I still think there's going to be a Ford and a Chevrolet in that final race. It just seems to play out that way. It's a good manufacturer's race. It's good for everything else. Not saying it's set up or things like that are going to happen by, well, orchestration, or if that's a word. But I just feel like that's the way it's going to work out because then you got to look at the Ford camp. Joey Logano, they're trying to figure out strategies to make it in there. But Ryan Blaney, a guy who we just figured would be there, and now he's got to come back. Basically, all these guys below the cut line, they need a win for the most part. Ryan Blaney, super strong there. I believe he's won the last 2 of them in the fall there. So going to be looking at him strong to see what happened. I think this is going to be an interesting race. I think there's going to be a lot of bumpers being put down because this is going to be a very tight battle to get into that championship race. So I'm looking forward to some cool racing, and hope you are as well, because it'd be cool to talk about a really cool situation that happened at the end of the Martinsville race. But anyways, how do you feel about the villains and good guys again? You like this? You think I'm right with this, or am I just crazy? But I don't know. But anyways, let me know what you think about everything. If you like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button. I'm really trying to get to 10,000 people by the end of the year. Stupid goal, but I want to do that. But like the episode, comment on it. That's what matters most. What gets this stuff in the algorithm again, and helps me with this battle that I've been doing here for the last couple months to try to get this channel back. Again, I'm not going to go into all that. But once again, hope you have a great day out there. And as always, we'll see you at the checkered flag.